Alright guys, so I got the new camera. Here's a case for it, which isn't the one I'm going to be using, and I'm trying to hook to the swivel mount. And as you can see, that's all the longer you get. So I've got some extensions, but this is the biggest extension I've got. And the other downside is it turns the camera this way, which isn't really a big deal because I'm on a swivel mount, so I can turn it that way, but it's not long enough. So this is a sheet of 3mm plexiglass. So I've cut some strips. What I need is about a 5.5 inch extension. So here's what I've done. I just cut a bunch of strips. Got 5 of these. What I'll do, use some super glue. Put a couple drops down through here. I think you see where I'm going with this. And I will super glue these together. And what I end up with is this, only straight, as you can see. So now I'll be able to hook onto that, or the two side. Alright, so what that'll do is give me basically a GoPro mount, but a 5.5 inch GoPro mount. So it's going to give me a straight GoPro mount. All of them I've got are like offset. One's pointing that way, one's pointing that way. So that's going to give me a nice straight GoPro mount. So now I got a nice 7 or 5.5 inch, you know, plus that I got about a 6 inch extension, which is what I need. Just plexiglass. And this is my shop at home, down in my basement. This is my actual passion. Absolutely love woodworking. Got my miter saw, drill press, table saws built into my bench here. It's kind of a mess right now, but router table, sander, another sander, grinder. My I love making pens. Wood lathe. Got another smaller lathe over here. Like I said, it's kind of a mess right now, but bandsaw. So anyway, when I need something, let me scoot that back, and I can't find it, I make it. I was gonna make it out of cherry, but I'm afraid the wood would break because these are pretty thin. So I've got a ton of plexiglass, so I decided I'd do it with that. And like I said, when you put super glue in between each one of these, it just bonds. It's not gonna let go. So now what I need to do is I need to get my holes drilled through these and through these two. So I'm gonna go find a drill bit that matches this, and then we'll get that done next. So I got all the holes drilled, so now I'm going to take all these, I'm going to try to just kind of clean up the edges a little bit, make sure everything's nice and flush. As you can see, those are a little off. So let's go over here. Alright, not perfect, but pretty, you know. They'll do what I need them to do. I gotta get them unstuck. Alright, so next is just gluing them together. I think that's good enough. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens here. I don't think it's gonna take a whole lot to hold this. Just going to put a few drops down through here. Lift that one up. As soon as you put them clamps on, you can see that glue spread in there. What I'm probably going to do is just do one at a time. I was trying off camera to kind of try to do more than one at a time, but I don't think it's going to work. So just put a few clamps on it and give it a few seconds to dry, and then I'll do the next one. Yeah, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it's good. Alright, so same thing for this one. Put a few drops down through here. There, kind of lift up. That fall into there. Square it up. Clamp it down. It's probably honestly already stuck. I don't know if the clamps are doing a whole lot, but you can see how it spreads in there. Alright, they're all dry. Got them sanded. Like I said, it don't matter what it looks like. I sanded it all so I can paint it. This side works very well, as you can see. This side is a little bit snug as it goes down. I mean, the bolt still goes through, but I'm afraid if I keep it snug like that. Yeah, let me try. I'm afraid if I keep it snug like that, these ears are going to break. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to thin these ears out just a little bit on this little sander over here. Fits. Nice and snug. And you got a whole range now. Now, we gotta do this one. Let's see if we got full range on this one yet. Yes, we do. Not perfect, but it will work. And I'm sure you can get these long extensions like this, but I'm also sure they're not cheap, because just these little bitty ones like this are expensive. So I hate to see what a long one like this will cost. And plus now I know if I need any more, I can make them easily. And then I'll sand this down, paint it. We'll show you the finished product. Alright, last thing I want to do is on the 3-prong side, you can see it's always got a nut captured there. So I'm going to try, got a nut in here. I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to heat it up with a torch. I'm going to heat up this nut. I'm going to hurry up and thread it onto here like so. And I'm going to try to kind of capture it down into that plastic. Hopefully it'll melt it enough to capture it. Alright guys, there it is, all completed. Just what I needed. Alright, I know it wasn't a trucking video, but has to do with what we do, why we're trucking, which is the recording, so hopefully you guys liked it. So that's how you can make your own GoPro mount if you don't feel like going out and buying one. It just takes a little bit of plexiglass. Probably could do it with wood too, but I decided to do it with the plexiglass, so we'll see how it works. Thanks for watching, guys.